It's recording. Welcome, mi gente bonita. I'm just saying. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, on today's episode, I'm gonna teach y'all how to make tamales. Now, this is actually my very first time making tamales. I am going to be making mole tamales. So first things first, it's chicken mole tamales. So you have to put the chicken to cook, which I have already begun. So I have the chicken cooking. When I cook the chicken, I add tomatoes and onion and obviously salt. You have to leave, so when you buy the tamales, the tamale leaves, you have to leave them soaking for about an hour or two so they can get soft. Because when you make your tamales and you spread the masa, if they're not soft, once you fold them, they're gonna rip on you. So the ingredients that you're gonna be needing are gonna be tomatoes. It's gonna be mole Doña Maria. It's gonna be obviously salt, onion. You're gonna need the tamale leaves, and you're gonna need a tamale pan. So this pan, you can get it at any market. Any Hispanic market has the tamale pan available. I believe that's what it's called, the pan. So I am just waiting for the chicken to finish cooking. It's been cooking for about 45 minutes. I love my chicken well cooked. I love my meat well cooked because ain't nobody trying to get salmonella poisoning over here, you know? So, while we're waiting for that to happen, while we're waiting for the chicken to cook, I am going to make myself a michelada. These are michelada cups that we have left over because we don't really drink like that. So this cup, or these cups that we have, are actually from Thanksgiving. I didn't really like this michelada cup, but you know what? Someone has to get rid of it, and it's gonna be me, so I'm about to make one. Because it's Christmas Day. For Christmas Eve, because that's usually when us Hispanics celebrate Christmas, we went to my in-laws. We had some bomb-ass food. We came back, opened our gifts. Yeah, we had a pretty chill Christmas. Nothing big, nothing fancy. You know, it was filled with family. It was cool. But my husband wants tamales, so that's what I'm making right now. Some motherfucking tamales, if you know what I'm saying. So for the michelada usually comes with a powder inside. So I usually toss some of that powder inside the michelada. I add clamato, which is tomato juice, and then I add the motherfucking beer. Dude, I need to stop cursing. You guys don't know how hard it is for me to stop cursing. Like, I am honestly trying to stop cursing because I curse a lot, you know, and it's bad. But it's hard. It's hard but doable. Here. So we're gonna take a break, and I'm actually gonna let the chicken fully cook, and then from there I'm going to teach you guys how to make the mole, and then we're going to start making the tamales. So let me just make my michelada. Let me show you. Michelada. Michelada. That's how you say it. I'm going to teach you guys how to make a michelada. Struggling right here, bro. So you're gonna add some tomato juice. This is cocktail de camarón. This is, oh yeah, this is a picante. And then from there, you're gonna add your Modelo time, homeboy. And then from there, if you want to add, because this is sour, I honestly like sweet micheladas, you know, sweet spicy micheladas. My husband does it. My husband prefers like a spicier, he prefers to taste the beer. I don't. I love anything that's fucking sweet, like when it comes to mixed drinks, because that way I don't really taste it. So this is chamoy. So it's poop. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's called Forritos Pulpa. So this is actually sweet, and I add that on to my micheladas. I actually, if you guys are familiar with Zane, because the video cut off on me, so this is the chamoy that I use. You can find it, chamoy, you can find it at any grocery store, Hispanic grocery store. But this specific one, if you guys live in Cali, you guys know that there's markets called Northgate. So this is where I actually got it. It's really sweet. I love sweet flavored, you know, michelada. So I add that onto my michelada. And yeah, that's how I make my michelada. So anyways, I am waiting on the chicken to finish cooking. And then from there, I'm going to teach you guys how to make the mole. And then from there, we're going to start making some motherfucking mole tamales. Okay? So see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna cut this off right now, and I'm out. Oh hell yeah! I've been through a whole lot. Child tribulation, but I know God. As I look around me, so many motherfuckers wanna doubt me, and I love myself. Oh look, in California. I'm gonna start sleepwalking. California. I'm gonna do that. Wait. I damned if I do and damned if I don't. How the fuck the world on my chest full of smoke? I choke on my breakfast, the end of my necklace. Me and my homies trying to get it, you bitch. Yeah, bitch. That house they tell me is you ready. You bitch. Yeah, bitch. Home invasion was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's making you bitch. Yeah, bitch. Dreams of living life like rappers do. Back when time with rappers wasn't cool. I fucked Sherane and went to tell my bros. I would switch the scenery up to a bang. That's how a real nigga cut to the chase. Pour a little vodka, load the Glock up, and roll some bomb up that approach the die. Pull up in the truck with snow to product. We don't give a fuck cause I'm cold and cold. I've been acting shit to pass the rims. When I've been broke, I've been homeless and packing bins. Cause I've been a nobody so long, gotta be a just get a North Hollywood home. If you guys know about Joan Sebastian, you guys know that he makes some of the best songs ever. This song is one of the best. It's one of his favorites. My favorite. Yo nací con la fortuna de no ser. Mi trabajo me ha costado, duermo tranquilo mis noches porque a nadie le he robado. No hay que ser tan ambiciosos. You know when we start drinking a little bit, I don't know where we want to become motherfucking singers. We feel like we can sing and shit. And we can rap. Las ventajas de ser pobre. I put the new 4Gs on the Jeep. I drop into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause all my homies got it out the street. I keep 100 racks inside the Jeep. I remember hitting the mall with a whole team. Cause I'm falling. I was broke, now I'm rich. I'm a big if I got up on a lean, I'm a citizen. I run the rest with my but I got rich and all these homies, I didn't forget that. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I had decided to baby get up, sit back. These bitches know me now. Cause I got the big racks. This one. Make it bang. Homies in the hood saying fuck everything. Let it rain, make it bang. Homies in the hood saying fuck everything. Hey, Miss Carter. Hey. Here we go. Give me some. Okay, I'll be back, guys. I'm just clowning. Okay, guys, so we're gonna start making the mole. First things first, I set the chicken aside. This chicken is already set, ready to go. I added the mole Doña Maria onto the blender. So we're gonna blend that. And on a separate pan, I added a little bit of olive oil on the pan. I am stuttering today. So I added a little bit of olive oil onto the pan, and I'm gonna add the chicken onto this pan that's already mixed with olive oil. That makes sense. Okay, so to the molde, we are gonna add 2 tomatoes and half of onion. We're also gonna add 4 chiles de árbol, which I think I've showed it to you guys before. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I think I've showed you guys the chiles de árbol. So these are the chile de árbol. So it specifically says chile de árbol. You can also find this at any Hispanic grocery store. If you guys go to Superior, Northgate, if you guys live out here in Cali, I'm not sure if you guys have it in other states. But yeah, you can find the chile de árbol there. I added about 5 chiles de árboles. So before you add the chile de árbol, you have to actually roast it a little bit. That way it can get like a spicier flavor. And to the mole, I'm gonna have, it's chocolate abuelita, so I'm gonna add that onto the mole because I like my mole like kind of like sweet, spicy flavor. This is hard as a rock. And so I'm gonna add about 1/4. This is like 1/4, right, viejo? So I'm gonna add that on there. So I'm gonna start. This is actually not on, so I'm just gonna put this here. Set this here. So I'm gonna start adding the chicken onto the pan that's filled with olive oil. Well, not filled, but you know. You know when the chicken is ready because it starts to pretty much, you know, soften up. So you can pretty much use anything. I am using chicken breast because it's a lot faster to cook and that's all I had in my fridge. But if you use like chicken legs or chicken thighs, it actually gives the food and the juice itself a lot of more flavor. I'm just using chicken breast because, you know, everything is closed. It is Christmas Day, so that's all I had. Chicken breast is a little bit more dry, so if you guys wanted to have a little bit more flavor, then go for, you know, chicken legs or the whole chicken itself. So then little by little you can just start to desmenuzando, I guess, deshaciendo the chicken. So you leave that on low heat. And it's time to blend the tomatoes with the onion and the mole. So the same water that you cook the chicken in, you're gonna add to the mole, because obviously the mole, you guys are gonna know when you guys open the mole Doña Maria, it's super thick. So you guys need to add water for it to kind of come out watery. So we're gonna add some tomatoes. So I added 2.5 tomatoes onto that. Where's my onion? Oh. Now we're gonna add the onion. So we're gonna add whole onion. And then we're gonna add the juice of the chicken. We're gonna see how that blends. If it's too thick, then we're obviously going to add more water. Let me get another spoon. That actually tastes really fucking good. Super bomb. So then you add the mole. Once it's done, you add it onto the chicken So you guys see how there's still some left over? And what I usually do, because you obviously want to get the whole thing, is I add a little bit more of the chicken broth. And I kind of just like mix it. So not blend it, but just mix it, you know, to kind of get everything. You see how it starts to clean up. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. You don't have to shake it, shake it, shake it. And then once that's done, then you add that on to there. And you mix it. So now the mole is already set to go. So now it's time to make the tamales. I am freaking nervous, guys, because this is actually, like I mentioned, my very first time making tamales. So I honestly hope they come out good. So for the tamales, this is the way my mom explained it to me. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a lid. It's kind of like a steamer. So you add water, and then you add this on top of the water. And that's where you're gonna pretty much align your tamales. You have to make sure there's enough water because the bape, I guess that's what it's called, is what's gonna cook your tamales at a low heat. So let's start doing this. I'm nervous. I hope they come out delicious. So this is the masa. If you guys live in LA, I bought this masa in the Amapola, the famous Amapola. So that's where I bought it. And yeah. I am extremely nervous. Whew. Put all the leaves right here. Like I mentioned, my leaves are already clean, soft, and dry. They come out good. So we're gonna leave this at a really low heat. Let's mix this. Obviously want it to be even. I am extremely nervous. So pretty much you add the masa onto the leaf. The whiter the leaf is, then the better it is, because that way you're able to fold it without having to add another leaf, if that makes sense. Because sometimes if the leaves are too thin, then you have to add another leaf in order for it to fully be covered. So you add the masa, and then from there you add the mole on top of the masa. So you add the mole, and then you pretty much just fold them and add them on there. So you start making your tamales. Okay, I am a professional now. Chef Mimi over here. Shit. Got my online store. I'm a fucking chef. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. Dude, I am a motherfucking boss. I'm just playing, guys. I mean, I am, but you know, I don't want to sound arrogant. Watch them come out all fucking nasty. All the haters are gonna be like, that's what you get, Mimi. Hating nasty. I'm just playing, guys. Okay, someone keeps texting me. I want my tamales fat. You see what I mean, guys? So you gotta make sure that the you see, when it's too thin, you actually have to add another layer. So we're gonna come back right now in a little bit. So pretty much what you do is you spread the masa, and then you add the mole on top, and then you fold them. So once that's done, I'll come back and I'll show you guys the finished touch. So while my husband and my son are waiting for me to make the tamales, I am actually making them tacos de mole. Really simple. All you gotta do is calentar la tortilla for my non-Hispanic followers. So you pretty much warm up the tortilla and just add the mole. While you guys are waiting for the tamales to be ready, then you guys can serve these as appetizers. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a finished product. Okay guys, so let's fast forward to 4 hours and the tamales are officially done. So we're gonna do a taste test. Let's hope it came out good. So I don't know if you guys can see, the tamales are done. Let's remove the leaves. Whew. That's the mole tamales for your ass. Here we go. So let's do the taste. They have to be a little bit firm. The masa has to be a little bit firm for it. It took almost 4 hours for it to cook. Had it on a really low heat. So here we go. So you guys can see. They're super hot. Super good though. This is super good. So let me tell you guys a story on how we ended up making the mole tamales. So we ended up going to this fair. It's called La Feria de Moles. So it's this fair that they host in downtown LA, where it's like a fair full of different moles, and we ended up wanting tamales de mole, but all these little, places only took cash, so we actually left because we didn't have cash and we didn't have time to go all the way to a bank to take out money. So we ended up leaving, and we ended up freaking nos quedamos con las ganas with mole tamales. We actually wanted to really try the mole tamales. So my husband's like, you know what, for Christmas, just make these mole tamales. And that's what I did. I made mole tamales because my husband and my son both love mole tamales. So that's what I ended up doing. And you know what, guys? It actually did come out bomb. Chef Mimi over here knows how to get down in the kitchen. My first time making tamales, and they came out pretty bomb. So you know what? Let's take another bite right here. Let's blow on that motherfucker. Actually came out really bomb. So on the next episode of Curly Mimi, I'm gonna show you guys how to work out. How to burn those tamales. I'm just playing, guys. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate the support. And I really appreciate you guys watching this video. So stay tuned for the next video where I show you guys how to burn these tamales. And thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Los quiero mucho. Que tengan un hermoso y feliz Navidad.